What's going on, guys? Today I am going to be talking to you about certain things that were left out of the trailer that I think were of significance. So if you haven't already seen the new Star Wars trailer, check that out. I'm going to put a link to my reaction to it in the at the end of the video. But also a little bit of a spoiler warning if you don't want to know about the trailer or potential fan theories or potential spoilers for the movie. We're going to talk a little bit about some potential spoilers. I think for the most part they're primarily there's a lot of theory based here. I'm not really talking about anything that hasn't been publicly made aware, but I'm going to talk about some fan theories towards the end of things that we might see that we don't know for sure. So I'm going to talk about that. So with that said, let's go forward. The first thing that we didn't see in the trailer that I was really surprised about was Benicio del Toro's character DJ. So he is basically a dark, mysterious character, a drifter, something who's very dangerous. It seems like he's implied that he's going to be a villain of some type, or at least maybe a shady kind of Lando Calrissian type of character. So at least at first you kind of think he's, up to no good. I have a feeling there's so much misdirection he's going to end up being like a super awesome dude. But anyway, we don't know yet. And the reason that he wasn't in the trailer might be that his scenes were too spoilery, or, his scenes were kind of off limits for the trailer. Maybe if we had seen a scene that he was in, it's, for example, if he were, covered in vanilla pudding, then that might, in the trailer, then that might give away the whole dessert bar pudding scene or something like that. For example, I'm just making something up, but it could be that his scenes were just not appropriate for the trailer, so it would have given away too much. We do know from his recent Black Series figure that he is going to have a couple of guns. One in his right hand looks like it's a little bit longer of a barrel, so with a little scope there, and then in the left hand is just a shorter pistol, but definitely gunslinger. He's got some kind of weird looking hat that he wears canted to the side there, but yeah, so not a whole lot of new information there other than him being just dark and mysterious and dangerous and all of that. Another character we did not see was Rose in this particular trailer, so it's going to be interesting. I wonder if her part is maybe just smaller than we were led to believe at Star Wars Celebration when they kind of unveiled her as a new, an important character in this movie. But we do know from some other things that have been linked that have been basically put out that she is going to be involved with Finn's storyline. So when they go undercover or whatever, that they're both going to be working together. So we are going to see her. I just don't know if either her scenes were too spoilery, or maybe they were just insignificant, wouldn't have shown much to hype up the trailer, or if she's just not on screen very much. Not really sure. I don't know if there's really much to read into that, or we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm excited. She had a lot of charisma at Star Wars Celebration, so I'm excited to see her in this movie. Another thing we didn't see was A-Wings. We didn't see the new A-Wing. Now, we saw them in the first trailer, or at least, very, very quickly going by, but we didn't see them in this one. And this one actually featured a lot more space combat, so it makes me wonder if there are just very few A-Wings, or if there's any other starfighter battles at all that, like, maybe we're just missing out on, a whole separate starfighter battle that, like, I'm really don't, it remains to be seen whether or not there's one or two space battles in this movie. They could very well just be one significant space battle with just a whole lot of stuff going on, or there could be two, like a larger one and a smaller one. Either way, I wonder if, close-ups on A-Wings might have given too much away, or if it's going to tell us more about what happens after, this scene from the first trailer, after Poe, but it looks like he's losing his X-Wing, so, is there going to be more fighters than just an A-Wing? Maybe there's, hidden fighters by mistake, or that would have been in a trailer. Maybe there's more fighters than we're even aware of. So there is all of that. Another thing that they didn't show us was General Hux. So, he wasn't the largest character in the first movie, but he's still a main cast member. He's still an important character, and of course, as far as the story goes, he's very important. As far as the books, his father was very, very important. So General Hux is an important dude. He's also in a lot of the feature art and in the Vanity Fair spread too. I don't think his costume or anything gives anything away. He looks pretty much the same as he looked in the last movie, but it could be that his scenes were also kind of cut short and weren't featured very much, or might have been too spoilery. Or maybe it just wasn't that interesting. Maybe he seems like he's going to be put in a lot of the administrative scenes and I hate to say it, but probably in the boring scenes. So maybe it just wasn't trailer appropriate. Another thing we didn't really see was Canto Bight, and this is kind of a big one. We didn't really see anything of Canto Bight in the trailer. This is basically this big casino type scene, some kind of luxury planet, and I think that if I've had this longstanding hope that they were gonna pull a surprise on us and introduce Lando back into this movie. Billy D. Williams is certainly involved with Lucasfilm. He still talks about Star Wars. He still makes convention appearances. He's still involved in everything, and I think that they would want to get him, especially for the second movie. If this one is supposed to mirror Empire Strikes Back in certain ways, it would be appropriate to have him back, I think, and this would be the perfect time to do it. So maybe that's why, if he is supposed to be some type of, again, this is just theory and speculation, but if he is making a surprise appearance, then not showing this in the trailer would be smart, because you might have had him in the background or something, and it might have leaked. So we didn't, Also, Laura Dern's character, who was supposed to be at Canto Bight, as far as this certainly the way it seems to be. She's in a lot of the photo shoots at Canto Bight, and she's playing Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo. So she was significantly absent from the trailer, and it seems that she's supposed to be a character of some significance in this story. We don't see Maz Kanata in here at all, and the thing is, I think this is more along the lines of her having a much smaller part, because of the fact that she is in the IMDb page, so she is going to be in the film, but it doesn't seem like she has a whole lot of a part to play. It seems like her part was pretty much done. So if she is involved, probably be in some kind of very small, like, oh, hi, by the way, here's the key you need to open the door, or something like that. So there is that. Next up, we didn't see anything about Hayden Christensen. Now I'm definitely getting into the speculation category here, but a lot of people have speculated that Hayden Christensen was going to come back and do like the whole Force Ghost to Kylo Ren thing. I think if that was going to happen, it's the same thing like when I talked about Lando. It would be just a complete curveball, a surprise. Everybody, here we give you this fan service, and I think it would be awesome. Hayden was at Star Wars Celebration. I actually got some video footage of that when I was there, so it's on my channel. You can search for it if you want. I didn't get much, but it's nice to see him kind of coming back into the fold and being welcomed by the fans back, because I think enough time has passed that we're not, people aren't mad at the prequels, or at least as much anymore. So I would love to see him come back, but he wasn't in the trailer. I don't think you can read much into that. We don't even know if he's in the movie or if he's going to have anything to do with it or not. It would be great if he did. If there was some kind of, we saw Kylo Ren praying to the Darth Vader mask or whatever. It'd be nice for the ghost to finally appear and be like, dude, stop being bad, So there's that. Another thing is, we didn't really see a whole lot of Praetorian Guard stuff in the one scene I used in the thumbnail where Rey is bent over. You can see like the foot of one of the Praetorian Guard, and while that's they're in the trailer, they're not much in the trailer, and I think that there's a lot of variety of different versions of these guys, and I think that it's significant. But the IMDb page lists at least 8 separate actors that are all playing Praetorian Guard, which tells me that there is an awful lot of Praetorian Guard presence, and the fact that we only saw one foot means they were trying to basically omit. I mean, because I saw there's one guy, like, if you look at some of the merchandise, there's a dude who has a whip. They have one dude that has like a big long sword, and then this guy's a lot of Japanese influences here. I don't know if all the weapons are going to be based on Japanese design, but I'm really, really, really hoping that we can get some lightsaber nunchucks, or at least vibroblade nunchucks or some kind of nunchucks into Star Wars. I mean, I have waited a long time to see nunchucks in a Star Wars movie. Let's make it happen, guys. And the last thing, like while these guys were, well, we did this was in the trailer. We didn't see much of Leia outside of just a concerned look, and I'm promise you that Carrie Fisher has got more to do than pull a Luke Skywalker from the last movie where you just stand there and look at the camera. So her scenes are very, very, very much left in the realm of mystery right now, and I can't even begin to speculate just how gut-wrenching her scenes are going to be and how powerful they're going to be. But they were definitely left out of the trailer. I think that was probably a good choice because I have no idea what to expect. If I mean I have some wish lists, but I don't even know what they're going to do with Leia, and it's gonna be sad. Is the only thing that I can guess. It's going to pull at your heartstrings, and I think this is going to be a movie for the ages. I think it's going to there's not going to be a dry eye in the theater, I'm guessing, at least for some of her scenes, at least probably for most of her scenes. But that is everything I got that I thought was really significant that was omitted from the trailer. Some of it was, probably because of spoilers. Some of it might have just been because it wasn't good enough to make, this highlight reel. So yeah, let me know what you think. Was there anything that you had expected to see in the trailer that you didn't? And let me know in the comments below. I will also be announcing a giveaway winner later tonight, so stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, click the bell for alerts, and get notifications. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.